MiHoYo's newest release, Zenless Zone Zero, has finally come out, and it is extremely exciting. The game wowed me with its gorgeous visuals and real-time combat gameplay, but I did have some concerns because MiHoYo generally doesn't support Linux. Luckily, those worries seem to be quelled for now, and the game is running on the Steam Deck. It does have a few quirks though, so we created this guide so you can install it and enjoy it for yourself. A quick shout out to High-Tech Lowlife for pointing out that the game was released and working on the Steam Deck via Heroic. If you're as excited as we are about today's topic, show some love by liking and subscribing to Retro Pocket for more amazing content. How to play Zenless Zone Zero on the Steam Deck. This method for installing and playing the game may not work forever. Future patches could force the anti-cheat to stop the game from working, and there's a very small chance of getting banned, but this isn't something I would worry about too much. Step 1. Switch to desktop mode. First, you'll need to switch to desktop mode. To do this, press the Steam button on your Steam Deck, navigate to the power menu, and select Switch to Desktop. Once you're in desktop mode, open the Discover Store and search for the Heroic Games Launcher. If you haven't downloaded it yet, you can find it easily in the store. Step 2. Add Zenless Zone Zero to your Epic Games account. If you haven't yet, add Zenless Zone Zero to your Epic Games account. Open the Heroic Games Launcher and log into your Epic account by going to the Manage Accounts tab. Navigate to the Store tab and add Zenless Zone Zero to your account. Step 3. Refresh your library. If you've just added the game to your account, go to your library in the Heroic Launcher. Click on the arrows in a circle at the top right of the Library tab to refresh your library. This will make Zenless Zone Zero appear in your list of games. Step 4. Install the game. Now it's time to install the game from Heroic. This process will only install the launcher, so the download should be quick. You don't need to make any compatibility layer changes, and you can use WineGE 826, which is what I used. Step 5. Launch the installer. Once the installation is complete, launch the installer from Heroic and click on Get Game. The installer might say you don't have enough space. To fix this, click on Change and navigate to My Computer, C, Program Files, x86. This will install the game to the prefix that was created to house this game, so it will detect the storage on your device. You can also choose your SD card if you'd prefer, but this guide will assume you are installing to your internal storage. Step 6. Complete the installation. Go ahead and start the installation. Once it's done, you can close the launcher entirely. Step 7. Optional but recommended. Add the shortcut to Steam. This step is optional, but I recommend adding a shortcut to Steam so you can play the game from game mode. To do this, go to the game's details in Heroic, click the vertical triple dot icon, and select Add to Steam. Step 8. Launch the game in game mode. Now switch back to game mode on your Steam Deck. You'll find Zenless Zone Zero in the non-Steam games section of your library. When you launch it, it will start the Heroic Launcher. You will need to use the touchscreen to start the game or change the trackpad of your deck to act as a mouse. The game will detect your controller after you log in, and you should be good to go. You might have to change your region settings as well. My game defaulted to Europe even though I'm closest to Asia, so make sure to adjust that if needed. And just like that, you're all set. You will need to bring up the virtual keyboard to log in for the first time, but after that, it should work perfectly. As for performance, I am quite impressed. At the default settings, the gameplay sticks to 60 FPS with a high battery drain. It does seem to use a lot of RAM as well, so it may run even better with a 4G UMA buffer and cryo utilities. I did experience a crash, which seems to be from RAM usage, so I would suggest lowering some settings that may affect RAM or using cryo utilities or the UMA buffer. Either way, it is very playable. Tips for a smooth experience. Now that you have Zenless Zone Zero running on your Steam Deck, here are a few tips to ensure you have the best experience possible. Performance settings. If you notice the game using a lot of RAM or experiencing crashes, consider lowering some graphical settings. This can help reduce the strain on your system and improve stability. Cryo utilities and UMA buffer. Using cryo utilities or increasing the UMA buffer to 4G can help manage RAM usage and improve performance. These tweaks are especially useful for more demanding games like Zenless Zone Zero. Battery life. High performance often comes with high battery drain. Keep an eye on your battery level and have a charger handy if you plan to play for extended periods. Controller configuration. While the game will detect your controller once you're logged in, you may need to use the touchscreen or configure the trackpad to act as a mouse for certain tasks. Make sure to adjust your settings for the best gameplay experience. Zenless Zone Zero is an exciting addition to the Steam Deck's growing library of playable games. miHoYo's latest release offers stunning visuals and engaging real-time combat that are perfect for the handheld gaming experience. By following this guide, you can install and play the game smoothly on your Steam Deck. It's always a good idea to stay informed about potential updates or patches that might affect the game's compatibility with Linux and the Steam Deck. Future updates could potentially disrupt the current setup, so keep an eye on forums and communities for the latest information. If you enjoyed this guide and found it helpful, be sure to check out the rest of the content on Steam Deck. We have a wide variety of game reviews, news, and tutorials that are sure to enhance your gaming experience. Whether you're looking for the latest trends, tips, and tutorials, game settings and reviews, or just want to stay up to date on the newest releases, we've got you covered. Remember, this method may not be foolproof forever, and there is always a slight risk of encountering issues due to future updates. However, for now, enjoy the adventure that Zenless Zone Zero offers on your Steam Deck. Whether you're battling through hordes of enemies or exploring the game's beautiful environments, the Steam Deck brings a new level of immersion to this exciting new title. If you loved this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more exciting content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated.